Hey, Gym Nation. Today we are celebrating. I wasn't going to drink anything, but tonight we have to toast. We have to toast to us. And so I had to run and get me a little vino, a little Sauvignon Blanc in my favorite cup from the US Open, my Aperol Spritz cup, but we'll toast in a minute. Yes, yes, yes. We have to toast to us. Let me get myself together. I had to throw on a robe. I was like, I don't want to come have dress. So excuse me. Un momento, por favor. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to our Wednesday meetup, our Wednesday town hall, where we come ready for bed if we're on the East Coast, or we come with dinner if we're on the West Coast. So yeah, hey everyone. I am going to have to get my water too. Give me 1 second. I don't want to mix my wine with my water. No lights tonight. We are just gonna vibe out. And then I wanted to finish this water. Hold on. And then we'll get started. Let's see who is in the building real quick. If you're new to Gym Nation, if you're one of the 10,000 strong, go ahead and let me know where you are tapping in from. And we're going to get started. So LaRonda is in the building. Hey, LaRonda. Thank you for your support. I saw that today. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Many of you may, well, we'll go over that later. Anyway, so welcome back, LaRonda. Hey, Moni. Moni in the middle. Hey, Moni. Welcome back. Nola. Okay, wait, is this somebody new or just with a new name? Because your face looks familiar, but thank you so much, Nola. Hey, Mari, welcome back. Oh my goodness, Kaya Sima J from Hawaii. Hawaii will always hold a dear place in my heart because that is literally the first place that I besides the South. So going to the beach in the South as a New Yorker, life-changing, right? But Hawaii at 17, turning 18 is what opened my eyes to the world. Pink sand beaches, black sand beaches, the best pineapple you will ever taste in your life. Oh my gosh. Welcome. Let me see who else is here. Hey, Latrice. I hope you got the email because I'm going to make the announcement without the time, but just let me know what time. Welcome back, though. Y'all having a conversation in here. Hey, Anita, welcome back. Hey, Shell S, welcome back. Janice is back in the building from, you've been here before though, right? Elk Grove, California. Welcome, welcome. Hey, WM, my South Carolina sister, soon to be my Black expat sister. Hey, Christine, my moderator. No, congrats to all of us, child. Congrats. Again, I don't get super caught on numbers. I said yesterday, people who know me know it's more about quality over quantity. But I do also know that getting 10,000 subscribers on YouTube, especially as a Black creator, especially as a creator who's not young and dancing and doing the latest trends, is not super easy. So I will acknowledge that. I will celebrate that along with the rest of the Gym Nation tribe. So yes, congratulations to us. Okay, Ebad's in the building. Welcome back. Yeah, I knew your name, but you said where you were from, so I wasn't sure if you had never said that before. So I'm talking to Janice now. Yes. So welcome back. Yes, we out. We've made steps going forward, Kim, with your help, and all blessings to our main gym. Oh, yes, we out. And even if we're not out the country, we are out of being in a position where we feel helpless. We're out of that, right? We're out of putting ourselves in environments where we're uncomfortable all of the time. We're out of that. So I was supposed to put on my earrings, but it is what it is, child. I'm not even going to do it. We're just going to celebrate. Yes, thank you, Shell S. Congratulations to all of us. So I'm just going to quickly, first, let me just say, if you're here, do me a favor, you know the routine. Please hit the like button. That's the tithes to pay when you enter the building. It's a great way for YouTube to know, yep, there's people congregating in this chat. It will do what it does in the algorithm and start searching for people who may be like-minded and notify them. It will also notify them on their home pages tomorrow, the next day, after this is over, but I need you to engage. So if you could hit the like button, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, child, you missing out on the 10,000 strong. So go ahead and be 10,000, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now this number I know may ebb and flow. I may wake up tomorrow, maybe back down to 9,900, you know, who knows? But for tonight, we're going to celebrate and we are going to just be in the moment. We will have another official celebration at a later time. But yeah, let's get into the topics for tonight. So at first, like I said, we celebrate. We are celebrating. I got my wine. I'm going to do official toast and sip to you. I'll do another one if more people come in later. But cheers to you, Gym Nation. Cheers for giving me the thumbs up, right? Giving me the thumbs up that what the mission that was started on November 10th is one that was needed, because 6,000 subscribers joined since November 10th. So thank you for supporting the channel. Thank you for dropping gems on your own. Thank you for supporting any other of the other efforts that you may have supported, from, you know, getting the resources, booking a coaching call, asking questions, whatever that support looked like. I appreciate you. And it gives me the energy and the fuel to keep going and not wanting to say, okay, let me, you know, pivot, regroup. Let's see what's new, because this is the right thing. And so thank you and cheers to you. Okay. And with that being said, listen, this should be just proof positive. Don't let nobody tell you what you can and cannot do. I am sure a little young person, if I was to tell them that I had a goal of, you know, growing a channel based on positive information, no celebrity drama, like I said, no real trends, they were like, grandma or auntie, yeah, no, I don't think that's going to work. But at the end of the day, God said it will work. And so again, I wasn't expecting this type of growth. I didn't even think it was necessary to get this type of growth so quick, so fast. But again, just showing that this information is timely, not trendy, but timely, and it's resonating with people. And I see it in the comments. I see it through, you know, the people that are getting these resources and taking action. And so I thank you. Social media is truly for everyone. Now, if you don't want to get on social media and tell your story and, you know, impart wisdom on the world, that's fine. Just know, if you want to, don't let age stop you. Don't let aesthetics stop you. I'm on here and I know my mother is like, girl, if you don't take that rag off your head when you I'm here with a rag on my head that doesn't even match. I should have put on my black robes. Anyway, I should have put on my black robe at least, but or my pink scarf, because I definitely have a pink scarf. So anyway, but don't let social media, don't let nobody tell you that your idea, your passions, your dreams, your desires are wrong. As long as they fall within the legal parameters that we live in, we're good. All you got to do is plan the work the plan, and ultimately have a passion, right? Because like I said, I would not be doing this for any other reason than having a passion, which is absolutely proof in everything else that I've done my entire career, from starting with before college, but college, I haven't shared this story before, but when I was about to apply to colleges, I had really good grades. Through high school, I had really, really good grades, honors, this advanced placement, that. And when my counselors found out that I wanted to go to Howard University, it was like, well, why don't you apply to Harvard or, the Ivy Leagues? I'm like, well, I think Howard is Ivy League. And luckily, they didn't completely discourage me, but they didn't encourage me either. So saying all that to say, from way back then up until now, my entire career, side businesses have all been built in culture. Again, maybe not the most rewarding as it relates to fast growth and this and that, but it has been the most rewarding for me. So, and financial success, I was going to say, it may not be the most rewarding when it comes to financial success. We all know pop culture, general market stuff definitely appeals to more of the masses. I'm good with that. So like I said, all you got to do is plan the work the plan. If you have questions, ask, join communities that could help you. When you need help, get it. And then celebrate the big and small wins. Listen, I celebrated 7 days of going live. To me, or to some people, that could have been like, oh, girl, 7 days. You acting like you've been doing the news every day for 10 years. 7 days going live for me was a big win. We celebrated that. And just like today, we're celebrating 10,000. And to some people, 10,000 is still a small number, right? 10,000 is not, 10 million or a million. Listen, I'm happy with the growth. I'm happy where we at. And more importantly, I'm happy with this community. Like, y'all are really fueling me, because I could have had 10,000 subscribers that got on my nerves every single day, and that wouldn't feel good. So thank you, thank you, thank you. For those of you that don't know me, I am Kim, aka Kim with the Gems, founder and creator of Black Travel and Culture Community across all social media platforms. We also host live events. We also have, excuse me, we also have tours and adventures in different parts of the world. I am all about inspiring, educating, helping Black people, both men and women, enjoy the spices of life, especially as it relates to travel. Although on this channel, you will find content related to more than just travel. Wellness and finance are areas that we really, really, really need to hone in on to really be a successful community. And we still can do that, right? And so you can read my bio on my channel. I have a little surprise coming up, a slight announcement coming up in a minute. So more about that. So yeah, some new stuff gonna be going on. But we're gonna review the past 7 days, just what the topics were, or 6 days, right? What the topics were that we discussed. We're gonna talk about upcoming topics through Saturday. We're going to review the resources and toolkits. Like, when I say review, I mean literally review, just quickly. It's a I like my slides, so it's a quick slide with the resources that are available. And we're going to follow up on the video that many of us watched, the PsyOps video. And if you didn't watch it, you can check the video from 2 days ago. Well, I'll go over it in a second. There's a link. You can watch it at your own leisure. It's great information about where this country may be now, or where we may be headed from a psychological operation standpoint. So we'll talk about that. I'll go over my talking points, and we'll review some of the latest news stories that are like, what's going on? What's really going on? And Q&A. So you could do me a favor if you have questions, because y'all know y'all be chit-chatting through the chat. For me to see that you have a question, put the Q, and I'm actually going to put the link in. No one ever uses it, but I'll put the link in if you want to, come up live and ask a question. If anyone makes it through here and you're disrespectful, I don't waste time. You'll be banned. Listen, you could debate me, you could have logical, strategic, smart conversation. Say one idiotic thing. I don't have time. Life is precious. This is literally my year of least resistance. I'm not gonna fight with anybody on this channel, because God has shown me that within less than 2 months, just over, what is this, 5 weeks, 6,000 people are feeling, vibing with the message that's being given out on this channel. So I don't need anyone's approval, validation. You don't agree, there's a million, hundreds of millions of other channels that you can go find, what resonates with you. So that was just my disclaimer. But if there's somebody, so I have my moderator, Miss Christine. Christine, as long as they're not disrespectful, as long as they, may say, well, I've heard this, or as long as they're respectful in whatever banter, let them live. You don't have to kick them out. But if they start getting out of pocket, you know what to do. So thank you. So anyway, we did the basics. Let me go back and see. I did my introduction and told you what's coming up. Review latest news. Okay, so yeah, so let's see if there's any questions, and then we'll get into the next stage. I'll pull up my little slide. Oh, see, these colors just make me want to cry. Thank you so much, Christine Flay. I was not expecting to see that 10,000 number, because last night somebody said I was 2 people away from 10,000. So last night when I went on, I was like, oh no, because it shows, the way it shows on the homepage, it may look like I was only 2 people, but I was still 20 people, like just under 20 people away. So I was like, oh, whatever. So I tried, like I said, I'm truly not a numbers person. I'm more about engagement. So I was like, I'm not going to stalk these numbers. But then tonight when I was pulling up my slides and this and that, because y'all know I got a lot of this stuff planned, and then based on some tweets, some changes in what happens in our world, I have to do some tweaks. So when I went on and I was like, does that say 10,000? So thank you so much. And $10 for 10,000, that is an angel number. I love it. Thank you so much. Okay. All right. So no questions right now. Let's get into my slides. I'm going up right now. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, no questions. Again, if you have questions, I said I was going to put, if you want to come up, I'll put the link. One second, y'all. Copy, paste. So if you want to come up, you don't have to be on camera. You can have an avatar, whatever it is. But if you have a question that you want me to definitely get to, the quickest and easiest way is to hit that link, come up, and I'll, respond. And congrats to you. Just saying, I was waiting to see your face. Just saying, we're going to celebrate you too. Just saying, posted under the comments that she got her passport, her renewal passport, and it took about 18 days, if I remember correctly. So cheers to you as well. Congratulations. We are out here, listen, being audacious, making moves, staying ahead of the curve, not trying to get caught out there, and stacking the odds in our favor. So thank you for letting me know. Just saying. Okay, so let me pull up my little slide. It's not much. It's only 4 things, or maybe 5. little things I want to go over on the slides. Okay. Let me add this to the stage, but let me first do pre-slideshow. There we go. Okay. I don't want to be that big. Let me go down to the corner. So yeah, so this was just showing that beautiful 10K number. Something about the number 10 just looks so cute versus the 9 dot or the 8 dot or the 7 dot. That just looks so cute. So I just wanted to thank you once again and let you know that I truly appreciate each and every one that's here, that stopped by, that comes by periodically, whatever it is. And just to really showcase, listen, even though 10K may not be like a huge number, in the world of YouTube, Gym Nation, we are in the top under 5%. It's 4.9% of all YouTubers. Oh, did I do? Oh, no, I'm at 100,000. Sorry. Wait a minute. What? Oh, no, that was 10,000. Sorry, I'm looking. Yeah, that's 3,100,000, excuse me, YouTubers that have crossed this threshold, or content creators on YouTube, I should say, that have crossed this threshold. And many quit before the blessing. Like I said, I have been active on YouTube since February of 2022. Here we are at December of 2024 with a lot of lessons learned, a lot of ebbs and flows, a lot of pivoting from a name change to, well, not necessarily name change. It used to be Black Travel and Culture, and I'm Kim, aka Kim with the Gems. I just removed Black Travel and Culture and just named the channel Kim, aka Kim with the Gems, because of some good advice that I got. So we are here at the top 4.9% of all YouTubers, and I thank God. I thank God just for the blessing, the understanding, the commitment, the compassion, all of the things. And so moving on just to some of the resources that I want to make you available of. Some of you are new, some of you just said you subscribed. In addition to free resources that you can find on our Beacons channel, there's also more customizable resources, including coaching calls. So if you're interested in anything, and I'll start from the bottom, I've been doing Mexican residency strategy calls since 2022. I also have a ton of free resources on my YouTube page. So everything that there's a cost for, I also try to have a no cost for too. Now, you won't speak to me one-on-one, but you can hear from my voice the process that it took, some of the suggestions that I give. Things have changed, slightly, of course, like the economic solvency and stuff like that. But for the most part, you can start. It's a good way to begin, right? But if you really want a detailed, customizable, let me show you exactly the lessons, the tricks that I've learned from being in Mexico for an extended amount of time, by making friends with some of the facilitators, and a facilitator is someone who helps you when you're in Mexico to finish the residency process. And so anyway, so if you're interested in Mexican residency strategy call, I have that. If you're interested in simply what I call a stay ready coaching call, and that can encompass a plethora of things. So it doesn't necessarily have to mean moving abroad. It could mean a whole host of things. And so if you have any additional questions related to, it should say the Stay Ready series. So you can find the playlist of all of our lives, which we have been doing since November 10th. You can find a playlist on the channel. If you have any specific questions related to any of those topics, you need a little bit more clarity from someone who's been in the multicultural marketing and sales space for 25 plus years, or if you just want to pick my brain, you could book a Stay Ready coaching call. We're bringing back the Stay Ready 28-day accountability challenge. It's the plan, then produce accountability challenge. It's all about planning the work and working the plan. It's how I live my life. I have something that I'll be working on during this initiative. It's very, it scares me because it's so restrictive. But I have to do it in small doses, and I have to do it for at least 21 days, but I'm going to challenge myself to do it for 28. So I'll be taking part. I'll be there every day. Not every day, we meet once a week, but I'll be there on the lives coaching us through. It's going to be a small group. Definitely, I always say 10 is my sweet spot, especially if there's different areas that need to be met, because you know how we go on this channel, 2 hours, right? I try to keep it to an hour and 15 minutes, but sometimes it goes a little over, or when it goes over, it's people who are asking questions at the end. But anyway, saying all that to say, that's another resource that we have as far as booking calls. But if you want resources, here's a list of resources that are available. Again, some are free, some are minimal cost. If you choose to do the 28-day challenge, and you don't have to purchase this book. You will be gifted that book, right? But if you purchase the book, then you will get credit back. I'll make sure we square up in the back end. If you already purchased the book and you want to join the 28-day accountability challenge, you'll get whatever you paid, because I know when I first launched, it was a different price. So anyway, you'll get whatever you paid for that accountability workbook back. And then I didn't talk about the 300 things manifestation journal and tracker, which I use. This was the first. I have a hard copy. It's also on Amazon. I have a link. Listen, if you want to save some money, get the downloadable version, because Amazon, they went up. So what is it called? When their production prices increased so much since I first launched this book. The hard cover is about $29, and the paperback, this is the first print copy that I had. So you see the gray in front of it, but it doesn't look like that if you get a copy. The paperback, I forgot, is like 22, something like that. But it's a great resource. I use it. I have biblical quotes at the top of every, I don't like to show all of everything that I write, but I have biblical quotes at the top. It's based on Habakkuk 2:2-3 out the Bible. Write it down, make it plain. You could read the whole verse at a later date. But just to give you, it says, if any of you lack wisdom, you should ask God, who gives generously to all without finding fault, and it will be given to you. And this is James 1:5. And so at the top of each one of the pages where we write down our 300 things that we want to accomplish, it's the power of thinking big. Matter of fact, I'm going to play. I'll try to remember to play that later, but it's based off of Steve Harvey's principles, but he didn't create it. He just promoted it. And so that's available. Now let's get into the Mexican Residency Guide to Mexican Residency. If you just want to quickly access all of the, everything has clickable links. So if you want to find your nearest consulate, you download this guide, you find your consulate, you click the link, you try to book an appointment. If they don't have an appointment, you find the next nearest one, you click that link, you try to book an appointment, and it gives more resources in that book as far as what else is in there? I'm sorry, because I'm getting it mixed up with 100. Let's just go to you could read on Beacons and see everything that's included in it. The 100 plus from here to there, 100 plus resource guide with clickable links covers Canada, Costa Rica, Kenya, Mexico, Panama, Portugal, South Africa, and the UK. I may be missing a place, but it's the top most desired destinations for Black expats. And within that book, it helps you, again, find the immigration offices, language courses, healthcare information, moving information, over 100 clickable links, easy to read, easily formatted, great resource for anyone who's just starting their search and wants to, again, explore maybe more than one place. And yeah, and then there's some free resources. So basically, one of the resources is, let me just share. Well, first, let's talk about the certification resource, right? The certification resource guide is a stay ready certification document that will be updated monthly. And it includes links for anyone who's interested in getting more certifications for free or next to free in areas that are considered to be growth areas, or at least stable areas in the job, in the economy, in the job force, right? So this document will take you directly to these sites. We went over it before, so I'm not going to go over it again, but you could get this at a nominal fee. Again, will be updated at least monthly. I've already updated it once since I presented it. And so that's available as well. And then there's some free resources that will help you get ready. Stay ready so you don't have to get ready. And I have so many documents. I don't want this to be a super long. Yeah, so just check out the Beacons page and more about that at another time. So let me come out of this and then let's get into the recap. I'm going to showcase the home page and we'll just quickly go over what we talked about last week. And if you have any questions, again, put the Q or the QQQ or the question mark so I can spot it easily and ask the question, or feel free to use the link that I put up. Christine, if you can, I don't know how many people are in the room right now because I'm about to share the screen. If you can grab it and repost that link, I would appreciate it. Just simply if there's somebody new that wants to join the conversation. Okay, so let me share. Is this already up? No, okay. So let me present. Okay, so now we're just going to quickly go over the stuff we reviewed this week. And if you missed it, that's okay. You could go ahead and go to the playlist right here. I hope you can, let me just make sure you can see that. Yeah. Okay, you can go to the playlist. Matter of fact, let me move that. Okay. Now let's just quickly go over the lives. I'm trying to section this so it's easier to, okay. Why is it not scrolling? That's what I wanted to see. It's not scrolling. It's scrolling for me, but it's not scrolling. Okay. Let me try this again. I'm going to remove this. Oh. This has been a week. I found out that my website is not working and my emails are not coming through. But God's got me. So I'm not going to stress that. Let me go to my channel again. Let me go to the lives. Let me present this. Present. Okay, hopefully you can see it now. And hopefully it will scroll. Let me see. Oh, yes. Good. That time it scrolled. Okay, perfect. Okay, so last week we'll start. So we had our Move Abroad community, weekly community chat. Then we had a beautiful guest speaker, someone that I met when I first did a scouting trip to Mexico in 2022. Her name is Sonia Unapologetic here on these YouTube streets, but that she's also that on Instagram where she's more active. And Sonia was part of the inspiration for me choosing Playa del Carmen as a destination. I had been to Cancun many times. And then when I saw her, so she went to Playa del Carmen in February of 2022 and started documenting her journey while she was there, why she went there, et cetera, et cetera. I followed. And then May in 2022 is when I decided to check out Playa del Carmen and got to spend time with her. She was real instrumental in the community out there. Everyone loved her. Like, she was just a great resource. And she's also a filmmaker, and she has some really great short films on her YouTube channel. So if you get it, funny too, if you get a chance to check it out. But she came and basically shared her story. And because she didn't move abroad, right? She went for a short-term basis. She was dealing with stresses and the issues that a lot of Black women deal with. And she needed something different. She needed to get out of that. And she did. And she's better for it. And she shares how she became better for it. So if you missed that video, check it out. Then we also talked about the Black jobs in 2025. This is the video where I talked about, where I shared the areas that are slated to have some stability, some job growth even, but many of them you may need some certification. You may need to show that you are versed in at least at least the basic level. And some of us have been at these jobs that are at risk for a long time and haven't had any certification in these areas. So you can go to this video, see what exactly where those areas are. And yeah. Next up was buckle up, Black America, bumpy ride ahead. Stay ready so we don't have to get ready. And this is where we basically shared, not just from my POV, not my voice, but we played the videos and the voices of the people in charge that are making these decisions as to what is going to happen after January 2025. And so we're going to have that as a part 2 on Saturday, because we were we were trying to keep it to an hour that day. That's what it was. And we went over, and I didn't want to not finish the conversation. So we're going to hear some more of what these soon to be policymakers are voicing out loud. Like, before, this would be a secret, right? These things would be a secret, but no, this is what they are saying out loud. And so without further ado, sorry about that, I didn't mean to play that. Was about us being hoodwinked and bamboozled by corporate media. And we went over all the receipts, right? Not all of them, but many of the receipts that shows how the landscape of media is changing. And especially as Black Americans, how we need to be able to connect the dots. Who's controlling the narrative? Follow the money. It's all about always following the money. What entities are basically bankrolling these corporate media companies, and basically telling us the information that we're going to get versus giving us real, authentic journalism. And so that led us into our next live, which encourages us to listen. I said January 2025, but we might as well say now, because 2025 is technically here. I don't know, other than some good news that we'll talk about in a second that I heard about our current leader. It's all grump all the time. That is all we hear about. And his, cabinet picks and who he's meeting with and this and that. So 2025 is here. So it's time for us to stop lollygagging. It's time for us to stop dragging our feet. And it's time for us to take audacious actions. And that's just doing uncommon things that are listed as unprecedented, it's time for us to do the things that they're doing. We keep hearing the word unprecedented. That just means audacious. They're doing things. They are breaking the mold. They are kicking the door, waving the 4-4. It's like how I like to say it. And so we talked about that the day before yesterday. And then yesterday we talked about, going from or finding places where we are celebrated and appreciated, or celebrated and or appreciated versus being tolerated. I'm hearing more and more stories about workplace situations that are becoming hostile. I'm hearing personal stories about holiday parties and the actions that are happening there, which are showcasing people's real thoughts about people they used to tolerate, right? And so yesterday we talked about a 7-step strategy to understand what your needs are when it comes to being in environments. And so you could check that out. And tonight we're here with the Q&A. And then tomorrow we are talking about, hold on. We're gonna address some of the changes that are going on in these other countries that some of us are looking into as possible, even if it's short term, rather it's short term or long term. We're going to look into some changes that we may not be 100% aware of, like publicly, that are going on. So there's some things in UK, like if you want to go, so UK is one of the places that, a lot of us are interested in, and many of us have moved to. But as a tourist, starting January, there's going to be some new fees that apply if you fly there. So more about that tomorrow. And then on Friday, we'll have another guest speaker, a guest host, I should say, because she's going to be doing all of the edumacating. She's an attorney. She's part of the Gem Nation. She is Black Girl Magic lawyer. Her name is Latrice. And as soon as I confirm the time on Friday, I will let you know. She's based in the West Coast, I believe. So no, she's based in the West Coast, and I believe she's in the West Coast this week. So we're just trying to work out an appropriate time. And then Saturday, we're back with the In Their Own Words Part 2 series of the Project 2025 conversation. And so, more about that. Did I cover everything before I go into these questions? And one of the news topics that I'll just share, I'm not going to pull up the screen, but I'm not sure if you've heard that our current Commander-in-Chief, is stacking the attorney generals and let me get the exact titles, but he's stacking diversity when it comes to the same way the other guys stacked his people. Hold on. Basically, attorneys. He is signing or appointing judges across the country, Black women, Latino women. He's ensuring that there are diverse voices. Now, I don't know what the experience is going to be like for these judges, because Lord only knows. If it's anything like Fani Willis and Letitia, like, I don't know what the experience is going to be like. Letitia James is walking around here with extra security, getting horrific threats. And some of these are coming from people that anyway. So let's keep these women in prayer. But he's been trying to at least do what he can before he leaves to have our voices heard. And that's women voices, that's minority voices. So we'll see, we'll see how that goes with all of the threats and everything happening. Okay, so someone has a question. I'm going to bring them up, and then we'll get into. Okay, you're muted, Shell S. Shell S. I can't unmute you. You're muted. Shell, yes. Okay, so before I take you down, I'm going to give you a couple more seconds. I'll go look through, see if there's any questions, and say hi to some people. Shell S. I mean, Shell, yes. Okay, let's say hi to some people, and then I will remove Shell S in a minute. Yeah, so we got a moderator up in here. No funny games. Because she has a wrench and will use it. Oh, thank you again, Crystal. I appreciate that. Oh, hey, the savvy African entrepreneur and investor. Welcome, welcome. You came for the celebration. Cheers. Oh, she came down. Okay. Cheers to Gym Nation for hitting the 10K subscriber number, which makes us part of the elite. I should have worn my tiara. Did a little pomp and circumstance since we are now part of the elite. Thanks again. Just saying. Oh yeah, we talked about your passport perfectly. Thank you, Shell S. Gemstones we're doing. Yes, I'm glad to have gotten ride of 2 large pieces of furniture today. I have a garage sale. Oh, that's right. You did say you had a garage sale. You just made me realize I didn't even tell you there's some new news. So let me go through. Oh, I see a QQ. Hold on. Yes, this is a great, beautiful community. Thank you. When you actually move, is there a shipping company that handles your valuables? I will be that shipping company. So the thing about it is, when I do move, my goal is still to spend time, as long as things stay the same, right? I love New York in the summertime. I don't like Mexico, well, Playa del Carmen in the summertime. The humidity, the heat, the hurricane season, not for me. So I will not have the need to pack everything and take it with me. The goal is to, of course, some of you know I'm on a 28-day purge, and I'll be honest, I'm 2 days behind, and a lot of that has to do with, I totally forgot my family members were leaving to go to South Carolina today. So yesterday was a super busy day. Then we were on live. Then I had to go visit with them. Well, I wanted to go visit with them. So that knocked out my 2 hours. And then another day, I don't remember. Oh, that might have been the day I was dealing with my website people, who I told them I was not renewing I was supposed to be good through December. Once I was going off because they were messing up, I guess they decided, okay, watch this. So they kicked me off before you know, they were supposed to. It seems that way. But again, everything's a bot now. So trying to deal with people and get things straight. So that kind of threw me off. So I'm 4 hours behind in my purging, but I'm going to catch up before the end of this week. So saying all that to say, I'm trying to minimalize as much as I can. Because of course we all have too much. Well, I know me, I have stuff, clothes I haven't worn in 10 years, like stuff like that, that just doesn't make sense. And so I'm going to purge down as much as I can, but I'm not going to have to take everything with me, and anything valuable will not leave my site. I don't know what you mean specifically by valuable. Like, are you talking antiques, heirlooms, stuff like that? I will say this, depending on where you're going, child, I wouldn't, if it's super valuable, I would not ship it. That's all I'm going to say. If it's something that will make you get angry, have you in a depressed state for a long time, do not ship it. I wouldn't ship it to Europe. I wouldn't ship it to Central America. I wouldn't ship it to Mexico. I wouldn't ship it to Canada if it's something that valuable. Like anything small, jewelry, stuff like that, you bring with you. Oh, thank you, Eve. I appreciate my gemstones. And I do have to share some new stuff. You'll be going to Mexico in January to complete your residency process. Grateful for these supportive communities, Pamela. You will definitely have questions. Congratulations. And I don't know if I shared, so I have a consultation on Friday, but of the consultations that I've done since I've done this movement, all except 2 people have already had their meetings, their interviews in the US, and 2 have them starting at the top of next year. And the rest will be going to Mexico, the top of next year, to finalize. So listen, y'all ain't gonna tell me God don't be doing his thing. I love to hear all that have their residency trying to get there. Yeah, no, I do too. It's something that many of us didn't. Let's have a pajama party and do a day. Wine and passports. Yeah, I did say we're going to do like something more community based, where we could see each other and do all of that. I just don't know if it will be Zoom. I had a Zoom meeting at 7:00 today, and I had challenges on it. I don't know what's going on, but they did tell me I needed to, I guess, upgrade to the latest version. But I thought I just did that. So anyway, saying all that to say, like, we have to share documents. I couldn't see what they were sharing. Anyway, so I don't know if it's going to be Zoom or Google Meet, but we'll figure something out. Or maybe both. We'll see. Thank you, Janice. Christine are camera shy, but will be live. Oh, good. Yeah, listen, I'm not saying everyone has to show, their live face. I will say, when we do our accountabilities, I do prefer, even if you're in the dark, like, I do prefer that you come on live, because this way it helps to motivate. Like, it's an energy that's being transferred even through these computer screens. And when it's just a picture, it's just not the same. There are links in the from here to the, are you going to Mexico? There are links in the from here. Oh, you're talking to, okay, sorry. That wasn't for me. Had to locate the ebook to double check. Yeah. Let's see. Crystal Flame, thank you. And yes, I'm going to Mexico. Okay, perfect. You kind of come for Portugal, but I heard there are scammers. So definitely be careful. And even in the from here to there guide, I do have Our Black Utopia as a link, as a great resource. And her and Our Black Utopia, the channel, just had someone, I think it was a couple. It was a man and a woman. I don't know if they were a couple, but talk about getting residency in Portugal. Hey, Cynthia, girl, you done missed our banner. We are in here celebrating. Let me just go ahead and put it up one more time, real quick. Gym Nation is 10,000 subscribers strong. Woohoo! thank you to all the gemstones that made this possible. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So let's remove this again so I can see the comments. And you are definitely an OG, and I appreciate you. Yes, please like and share. Please like and share. I would appreciate it, as it helps this information get out to more people. And that's the real reason that I want you to do it, because I want more people to see it. Where in Mexico are you looking to scout? And oh, y'all are having a whole conversation. You're right, Christine. No quiet part anymore. I mean, there's still some quiet parts, because I think it's worse than even what we're hearing. But slowly but surely, we're getting more and more information. Because remember, when at first it was just the Mexican, the people who were crossing the southern border, like the Mexicans and Venezuelans, that were going to be, this whole push was to get the criminals, right? Then we heard that guy on the Fox channel saying it's South America, Mexico, Africa, China. Like, listen, or Asia, he might have said. I don't know if he said China. He said Asia. So yeah. So again, more and more is coming out slowly but surely. There's a lot of links in her ebook I'm going through, and I turn. Okay, so you guys are talking. Looking for Merida. Saw a blurb. I just saw a blurb that Musketeer is blocking the new package to keep government. Oh. This is a game they play. Yeah, listen, I don't want them. Listen, I still have loved ones here. I don't want them to do too much. Like, at the end of the day, like I said, everyone's not leaving. Everyone can't leave. That's the thing. Everyone can't leave financially, restrictions for whatever reason. And so I still want the best. Yeah, yoga, hot Pilates to help with stress levels. Yeah, I'm upset because it's getting so cold here. And, I like to do my little 5Ks and my little minimum 3K a day. And it's too cold. I have come to the conclusion, I don't care how much fleece or warm clothes, being outside running in the cold is just not the move. Yes, Latrice. So we will confirm that, and I will post in the community tab when our resident gemstone lawyer, what time she will be here Friday to go over all the things that we need to know from a legal perspective as it relates to our jobs and more. So, oh, hey, CDP Smiles. Congratulations on us meeting the 10K goal. Without y'all, it's no me. That's right. Joe is doing what he can, and he's probably doing some more things behind the scene that we don't know about, and he might not even know about it either, truth be told. But they are probably going to try to get as much as they can done. I just worry about these, maniacs that are out here threatening people. Yeah, about time. He owes us. Yeah. Oh, child, it's going to be a time. Oh, hey, Kay. Merhet K. Salam. Salam. Good to see you back. Don't forget to like. Yes, please like, subscribe. Kiki Beat, I made it in the building. Yes, we are 10K strong. Listen, it's only up from here and up and out. Up and out, whatever out means. Oh, you're going to Mexico in January. This time last year, I was on my boycott winter Mexico trip. Child, unfortunately, I have business that I have to take care of South Carolina. So my boycott winter days will be shortened. I'm still trying to make it out in February. I'm just not sure the destination yet. We'll be in Mexico for 1 month. Yeah. What part? Oh, that's okay. That's okay, Shell. If you can make it back in, come on back in or put your question in the chat. And welcome to the lead. That's right. I'm gonna have my sunglasses, my camouflage, no pictures, no autographs, no pictures when I go outside. Oh, I would love to come hang out. If you're talking to me, I don't know who you're talking to, Christine. I'm trying to get to Panama this year. I mean, excuse me, 2025, just to check it out. I watched this woman, I can't remember her name, but she's into fitness. And I think that's her husband, have moved there. And I've just been enjoying their channel. And then also, if you missed the interview we did with Deborah, and she's the founder of 60 Plus Black Women Expats. She also has a community in, well, not a community, a scouting trip that she does in Panama. She lives in Ecuador, but she spends time in Panama and does a scouting trip. I think the one she has in this month is sold out, right? But we're trying to get her to do scouting trips in Ecuador too. So you could watch, the interview was from like 2 weeks ago, not even 2 full weeks, maybe. I apologize. Oh, please stop it. Stop it, stop it, stop it. Don't apologize. So every Wednesday, except, okay, that's the other announcement. The next 2 Wednesdays are holidays. We will not be here at 10 o'clock. So next week, we will be here on Kwanzaa. So that is 10 o'clock on Thursday. And then the week of New Year's, I'm not sure if we're going to do the day before or the day after. I'm not sure yet. We'll play that. We'll find out as soon as we get closer. But so the next 2 Wednesdays, we're going to alter the dates. I already have the 26th up, so you could click notify me on my homepage, so that you're notified. But the next 2 weeks, we're going to take off. Oh, you're welcome, WM. Question: is there a fee to finish the process of getting your card once you? Oh, yeah. There are fees. There are definitely fees. Use purging today and for 3 days this week. You'll be there again next week while you're, oh, okay, good. And your birthday's next week. Don't think I forgot, Cynthia. So like hoarding, it's scary. Yeah, we have too much stuff. Like I can't even talk about people hoarding. I'm not a hoarder, but I don't need, when I think about how our ancestors used to survive off of so much less, and I know in many cases that, they had no choice, but the consumerism here is just insane. It is insane. And when I think about how much money I have laid out for stuff that was just, as we say, necessary, like less than necessary, it just doesn't make any sense. But everyone can't leave, but want to. Life issues, pray for those whose heart desires to leave. Yeah, I do. I have compassion for them. And this isn't just about people leaving. So actually the new name for the playlist is not going to be Stay Ready, Move Abroad. It's not just going to be Stay Ready Toolkit, because it's not only about moving abroad. Even though I do want people to take breaks, I do want people to get out, whatever that break looks like. Because guess what? You may not be able to move abroad, but I tell you one thing, a month in St. Thomas, a month in Hawaii, a month in St. John will do wonders. Like Puerto Rico, these are all U.S. territories. You don't need a passport. You can, JetBlue, I know from New York, sometimes has flights to Puerto Rico, like $89, $99 each way. You can find inexpensive Airbnbs. Like, we just need to know that we need to release. We need to release that stress. Because as I always say, what you don't deal with will ultimately deal with you. Oh, yes, Panama looks like a whole vibe. Oh, you were talking to me? Okay, well, child, yes, let me know. Let me know. Please keep me in your prayers. I'm currently in the ME. What does, and I'm praying and trying to decide what other country. The Mediterranean? What's ME? I should go to. That Mediterranean is not a country. What is ME? My brain's not working. It's the wine. Blame it on the wine. Congratulations to us. Congratulations and have some physical challenge. I decided to start now and get out of here. I'm looking for good health care. So that's another topic. Next week, we are going to talk about travel insurance versus global health insurance. I'm not sure the date. I told you, like, we 38 days in now, I think it is. So I'm not sure the exact date, but yes. So Janice, do definitely check the, you know what? I will confirm the date by tomorrow. I will confirm the date. You know what? Let's just say I'm going to confirm it right now. I'm going to I don't know what I was supposed to talk about on Sunday. On Sunday, we're going to talk about travel insurance versus global healthcare, what policies can look like, some of the best ones. I want to eventually have, I know someone who speaks to this, but she's traveling right now. So I still want the information to be out there for those of us who need it now. But eventually I hope to bring her on the channel. And so, yeah, so Sunday evening, let me put a note to myself, child, because I will forget. Sunday, we will talk about travel, insurance, and global healthcare. Perfect. And that's going to be Sunday evening, I think around 7:00. So, yeah, Panama, let me tell you, every time I look at videos from Panama, I'm like, wait a minute. That may be a second place for me too. Oh, hey, Eve. Do you have any changes to passport? Yeah, there's a whole video. I'll put the link in right now. There's a whole video about potential changes to the passport. We did a whole video called Passport Changes Are Here, What Black Americans Need to Know and Do Now. I'm going to put both links just simply because there's two links. We had a whole hour and 19-minute live. You could skim through that, or you can you could start there because I don't know which information you're looking for. So I just put the link in. Going to Panama just for your first trip out of the country with Charlotte from Black. I think you shared that. That's going to be so, I'm so happy for you. I am so, so happy for you. Because you're also doing the residency thing, right? That's your mother-in-law, you're helping her purge. Listen, I had to purge my parents' home. Well, they had multiple homes. That was the other one. They had a home in New York, had a home in South Carolina. And they came from an era where you threw nothing away. I found their first like bank statements from when they were married. Like, yeah. The Middle East is what he said. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. You're absolutely right. Thailand, I love. When I tell you I could live in Thailand if it wasn't so far away. Because I'm still, listen, some people could just say goodbye to their family and be okay. I'm not that girl. Like I'm really close with my immediate family. My niece just had a baby. Like, not that I'm there all the time, but I couldn't imagine being that far and, not being. So Mexico for me, hop, skip, jump, right? Literally hop, skip, jump. And especially she's thinking about moving south. So that's how hop, skip, jump. I have another niece in college who I just hired to help me navigate through all the stuff that's happening. So she's home for college now for a few weeks. She goes to North Carolina A&T. So she is going to help me through some of the, I literally hired her. Like, she hired her. And so saying all that to say, these are people that I need in my life. They fuel me. And I also like, certain things about America. Those who want to leave and can't. Yeah. Oh, Middle East. Oh, that's what you were saying. Okay, okay, got it. So you're in the Middle East. I thought Latrice was responding to me talking about Stephen Miller, but you were responding to me talking about El Shiva when I said ME. Okay, yes, Jordan. Oh. It'll come to you. You have so many options being in Jordan, like where to go next. So you have a friend who's retiring there, LaRonda. Oh, Qatar, yeah. Qatar, though, it's beautiful. And there's people, I don't like to, because I have never lived there, so I don't want to, yeah. We're retiring there, LaRonda. Yeah, travel, have fun. They have, and I talked about it in one of the early videos, there is a cruise ship now where it's already sold out. People have booked a 4-year cruise excursion, so they don't have to be in this foolishness. And it was created and designed just for the foolishness. So they sold out in record time, and it's not cheap. I love Thailand. Absolutely love Thailand. I love the food. It reminds me so much of like some Southern foods, the curries, the hospitality, the affordability. Does it make sense to bring your printer, medium-sized space heater, air fryer from the US, or toss it and buy a new one in Mexico and Portugal? If you could pack it in a suitcase, bring it. I wouldn't ship it. Now, if you could pack it in a suitcase, pay an extra $25, $30, depending on the weight, I wouldn't say. So if you have it and it's a choice of you throwing it away, but you can get a suitcase to fit it. Because a printer, listen, at the end of the day, I would bring my printer. I have multiple printers from when I was like doing, I have my own business. So and then I was doing loan signing for a little bit. And so, yeah, I would bring a printer. Now, if your air fryer is a nice air fryer, I would bring it. If it was one you got for next to nothing, that's up to you. But if you could fit everything in a suitcase, maybe you can have multiple. Yeah, definitely have multiple places of residency. So I did want to share something else. And this is something that I'm doing more for me. I mean, the weird thing is people ask for it, but it was something I was planning to do anyway. But let's just share what it is. And I'm going to tell you more about it as soon as I pull up. Oh, hold on a second. Slides. Okay. Slideshow. Let's present, share screen. This is it. Share slideshow. So some of you have asked to hear more about basically my life. Let me get out of here. So what I have created, I was going to announce this on Kwanzaa, but you know what? It's the 10,000 subscriber mark. Y'all could go ahead and follow this page now. But it's called Red Carpet Gems with Kim. And what I will be doing is I will share my life in Black media, Black entertainment, and gems that I've dropped. This is not a highly sensationalized. So if you want to find out who slept with who beat up who, go to Tubi. This is more about me sharing conversations, lessons learned, spiritual learnings from some of these people. The first few pictures, I'll probably interchange these pictures going on, but the first is me and Naomi Campbell. Like, who would think that me and Naomi Campbell just good kikis, good girlfriends, right? Then Morris Chestnut is a dear person. I haven't seen him in since pre-pandemic, but just a dear person. So many lessons. Lynn Whitfield, another amazing gem dropper, just somebody who has seen a lot, has been through a lot, is quite encouraging. Sierra, one of the dolls of the industry, like just somebody who I'll share more about, like, lessons I learned from her. So if you're interested, so it's going to be a 2-phase, right? So there will be a membership community that will get some more tea, some extra tea, some juicy tea. And then there will be just the channel that I will share just general tips, right? General gems, right? I have to put some of the information behind a paywall because of how, like, I was first hesitant to do it because of other sensationalized bloggers on YouTube that may pick up something that I may say and make it less than favorable. And so these conversations are to empower, inspire, inform, just like I have been doing my entire journey, right? It's not to be gossipy, nasty, evil. And just some of the celebrities we'll talk about, everyone from Keke Palmer. One of the most wise people I've ever met is Miss Norwood, who is Ray J and Brandy's mother. And we've had many conversations, but one about the mother-daughter relationship and the complications that could, Lionel Richie, Oprah Winfrey, Viola Davis, Boris Kojo, Debbie Allen, Taraji P. Henson, Maxwell, the list goes on and on and on and on and on. Tretch from Naughty by Nature, Nas, like it runs a gamut, and we will talk about this from a gem. And some of it will include travel topics, right? Travel information. And so if you're interested in subscribing to the channel for a more lighthearted, just, get your mind off of things type channel, go ahead and search for Red Carpet Gems. That's the name of the channel. I'll actually put it here now too. Hold on a second. And then I will share more about what is behind the paywall. Oh, hold on. And again, if you have any questions before we go into the psych ops, we're going to quickly talk about the psych ops and then say goodnight. What did I? Red Carpet Gems. Oh, who else is in there? There's who else? I just thought about child, what's his name? Oh my gosh. He's in Rent. Hold on. He was in Rent. Trying to do too many things at one time. So let me go ahead and share this link. So if you want to subscribe to this channel, go ahead. You can subscribe now. I will start doing updates probably over the holidays as to more of what's to come. The membership isn't, like, the private community is not open yet. And so as soon as it will be, I will launch it next week. And again, that's first, the conversations will happen in that private community first. Then that information will be edited, right? That will be edited, and the not so maybe questionable or could be possibly taken out of context information will live in that private community, and then the gems will be dropped Tay Diggs, thank you so very much. Tay Diggs. I've spent quite a bit of time. What's his name? Urkel, Jamil. Oh my gosh, we've had dinner so many, like it's something, and some news happened with him recently, which I feel anyway. So more to come about that. So that's something new that's launching next week. And that's also for me, because I also think that there's so many stories that give me, oh, Kelly Rowland, Lord Jesus, when you're talking about someone who is a straight gem dropper, lovable person, just so many great stories there. And so those things keep me in a place of sanity, a place of peace, and all that good stuff. So I'll say, yeah, so this is so funny because on this channel, I started posting like celebrity content, 14 years ago, but not for any other reason, just it was like sporadic. So you will see a young Miguel singing. Those videos have like 80,000, 70,000 views already. You will see, I've hidden some other ones, but you'll get some good old school entertainment from my life in the media and in multicultural spaces where we used to get invited to private listening parties and stuff like that. So go ahead, subscribe, but there'll be more. But again, the focus is here, right? So that's going to be once a week. Those conversations will happen once a week, just to give me some, oh, I remember this, and let me tell you about this. And then you can ask me questions, or you can, whatever that looks like. I just want that to be a fun space, a protected space. And then as, we get together, have those conversations, I will edit out and just put up like the gem takeaways, some of the gem takeaways from those conversations. And so anyway, I just wanted to share that. And then let's see what else. Oh, we're going to talk PsyOps. Don't forget, if you're still here, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe button. We are celebrating. Oh, let me put that banner back up because I think it deserves to be back up. Gem Nation is celebrating 10,000 subscribers strong, with almost 6,000 of those happening in 5 weeks. God is good. God is so good. Okay, so, we're going to talk about PsyOps. So I just really wanted to quickly go over, because I didn't do it. I didn't do it yesterday. We kind of talked about it, but I'm just going to, so when I said I have 4 pages of notes, I just want y'all to know that I write relatively big too. So somebody was like, oh, that's a lot. I write big. I leave spaces. I bullet, like all of that stuff. So we talked about the PsyOps video where Chase, who's trained to teach corporations about war tactics, right? Psychological warfare is a war tactic. We talked about treating this. We talked about the art of war, right? We talked about understanding that some of the things that we are seeing play out come from the art of war, come from generals and war tactics, and knowing how to get people to fall in line, basically. And so the video that was 22 minutes that Chase shared. And if you're not familiar, look at the video about the media that we did 2 days ago. And it's the second link right under Chase. It's the first link, but it's the second link in the description. Please check that video out. And he was asking, are we in the middle of a psychological operation right now? And then he talked about what is psychological warfare. He talked about it could be for prepping for something, a bigger agenda, a distraction tactic, especially when it comes to economic instability. I don't know who follows the stock market, but today was a bloody day, as they call it, a real bloody day. Well, it's also Chairman Powell spoke, and some things he said made the market help the market move in that direction, even though he cut interest rates. But anyway, that's my whole other life. Using fear as a tool. Fear unites people. It gets you to trust leaders, give up your freedoms, and rally behind whatever solutions they suggest. They could be testing the waters to see what we're going to, let slide and what we're going to push back on. What may be happening is a normalization phase to keep people curious but not panic. They start to normalize you with certain information, setting the stage for a big reveal. Something could be really a brewing. Sorry, I need to turn off this fan. Something can be a brewing, and they're planning for it, or they're getting us planned for it. Also, sometimes they need to create messages so that we are looking for that savior when the threat feels real enough. He suggested that when we start seeing a media blitz of the same information over and over and over and over, to stay critical, do not take anything at face value. Always, 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 always question, why is this information coming out now? Who benefits the most from this information? And educate yourself. Look into it from a historical perspective. So I don't remember if you guys remember when I pulled up Google Scholar and I shared, I have been doing research about the Great Depression. And there's some similarities, there's some correlations, right, that are happening. And we also talked, well, anyway, so from a historical perspective, that's why I also bring in some historical information, because it could help paint a picture, right? It could help get us to stay ready, just in case, not saying for sure anything's going to happen. Focus on reality. What is happening now? That's what we need to focus on. That's why I'm doing this series every Saturday on Project 2025 and the Heritage Foundation, and all the information that is real right now. It's real because it's being spewed out. It's being talked about. Getting angry about things outside of our control is stupid. El estúpido, loco en la cabeza. Like, that's why I don't look up. That's why I'm not looking for a drone. Damn a drone. I don't care if it's a drone, because what am I going to do? What is I going to do when the police in New York can't do anything, when the state officials can't do anything? What am I going to do? It's stupid for me to consume my mind and get nervous or scared or any. Listen, it is what it is. So getting angry or upset is take action. It should motivate us to take action, to be audacious, to stay ready. But listen, that's why I'm still smiling through all of this. But it's also why I need to create this other outlet, this creative outlet, the Red Carpet Gems with Kim outlet, to make sure that I check myself. Step-by-step formula on how to spot psyops he gave, analyze the source, throw out sensational stories. If it's over sensationalized, if they keep everything is breaking, like we don't even know breaking news anymore. There was a time you saw breaking news across your screen, you stopped, you listened, you paid attention. Now it's like another day, another day. They keep breaking news across corporate media keeps breaking news across their screen. He also mentioned how pay attention if it's coming from the left or the right, but also know that there's really no aisle. And I talked about that when we were talking about, don't get it twisted that these old white guys want to protect Black people's rights. As we are getting greater in numbers, right? We are turning them, and we played that video with that old white man who talked about he was scared about them not being the majority anymore. So there's no aisle. Let's remember that. There's some that are better than others. Like there's some people across, well, on each side that are better than others. Um, know who owns the media. And we broke that down. Like this is, I'm telling you, God makes no mistakes, because he did this video the day after, I want to say, or the same day I did I can't remember. But know who owns the media. Pharma, defense contractors, et cetera, et cetera. Question the timing of everything. Definitely question the timing. Follow the narrative. Coordinate. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, follow the narrative. He brought up an acronym called FATE, which are emotional triggers that they use as part of PsyOps, right? And it's focus, authority, tribe, and emotion. And you can definitely read, listen to the whole video. And then he talked about AI. He talked about how there is a deep fake that can support any of the narratives that they want to put out. Hell, our co-president is one of the brightest when it comes to creating things like that. He owns Tesla. Listen. So yeah, also asked, is this going to expand government control or justify new laws that they're looking to implement? We are having a changing of the guard. So all of this in time related to timing makes sense. Analyze coverage patterns. Is it dominating the news cycle? Real news coexists with other reports. So if they just keep bashing something over our head over and over and over again with no other real news happening, be leery of that. Trust your guts and instincts. Please trust your guts and instincts. I mean, I believe they're angels. I believe it's the Holy Spirit. I believe that your gut and instincts, more often than not, and from from things that's happened in your life, that when that instinct hit and you went against it, it usually was the wrong thing. Cultivate critical thinking skills. That's what we're doing here. Oh, that's why I love this community so much, because we talked about that as part of the 7th step. We're not going to get into the details of that tonight. It's already 11:35. We'll share that another night. But the details of making sure you are in spaces that celebrate and or appreciate you. Part of that was the critical thinking. Oh no, critical thinking was something else. I'm sorry. It's the wine, y'all. I'm starting to sweat again. I turned off the fan. But yeah, look for patterns, and cultivate critical thinking skills. Strengthen your psychological state. Fear is the easiest way to control. They know that. Fear is the easiest way to control. We've seen that not too long ago when we were all confined, right? The easiest way to control people. Practice mindfulness research. He said practice mindfulness, and research that. There's a whole bunch of videos on YouTube about mindfulness. Stay connected to your community. We're doing that here. And other communities that we must stay connected to. He talked about your neighbors being more important now than ever. And I think of it from a knowing who your allies are perspective, right? So if something goes down, they start scooping up people. Who's gonna, basically do that Underground Railroad type, come stay in my basement or my bunker or whatever. Like who are your allies? And also build self-reliances. Like you're going to have to do things more independently, maybe, or maybe not. Um, don't panic. And you are your authority. You are your authority. Remember, like, there's no other way to put it than understanding self-mastery. Like, you are the one who needs to do the research. You are the one that needs, you can't rely on other people to provide the research for you or the information that you need. Also, if there's a power outage, you have $0 if you have zero cash. So try to, if you can, if you got $500 in the bank now, take some of that out. As long as, I mean, five extra $100, not that have to pay bills. $500 just laying in the bank right now. Make sure you have some in cash. So if you, and low like denomination. So if there's a power outage or whatever, not like if you're taking, let's say you have 500 and you're taking out 250 or 200, don't do it in $50 bills. Fives, ones, tens max, but fives, ones, tens. And just have it ready to go. And psychological warfare, just so you know, requires an understanding of the culture and the people it's aimed at. So in order for them to be successful, they've had to study the subjects. And you know, we know they know us. They know us very well. And so anytime they want to come after us from a psychological perspective, trust you me, they have the upper hand, but we need to stay vigilant. So anyway, let me see. Yeah, we talked about that. Harriet Tubman took people to Canada. I mean, people went to Mexico, crossed the borders there, 100%. Thank you, WM. We've been leaving this country. It's like, we've been leaving. Don't let nobody make you think or force you into thinking that you have to stay. Yeah, the cash part, definitely. We've talked about that as well in my investment communities. Like, the cash is going to be required anytime. And that's why part of our stay ready protocol is to make sure we also have printouts, because a lot of us have said, you know what, just email me my my statements. Well, if you can't access any of your emails, do you have any statements? Do you have any money? How are you going to contest it? And so part of the stay ready protocol is to make sure that you have your documents available to try to prove what is yours. Any of your assets, house, car, bank accounts, brokerage accounts, whatever. Make sure you have that. A fast can definitely be cleansing. No, I try to do part of the restrictive 28-day thing I have coming up is I try to do a 3-day water fast every other month at least. And I do it for spiritual and health. And a lot of times we separate the two, but these are practices that our ancestors did for both. Like the fasting, you prayed, but you were also giving your organs time to rest. You were also cleansing your system out from toxins and this and that. So yeah, a fast is great. I just want to see if there's any cues first. Oh, wow. The 4-year cruise gonna cost you well, you ain't gonna, I've heard they sold out unless they do another one, Life Soul Center, for a double occupancy room for the full 4 years. Is that per person? You might be gone, but was that per person? Oh, that's exactly so ironic that co-president didn't find enough apart that. Listen, did y'all? So we didn't even get to the news stories, but this was one of them. So it's my understanding. I had an accountability call tonight with my training group, and I just learned. So I don't know who saw Chris Rock on Saturday Night Live, but he mentioned, he did a joke about oh, I'm gonna mess it up, but he did a joke about Telon being a African American, the richest African American, and he wants him to apologize. He didn't like it. He didn't, but it's true. It's true. So when I push back on people that don't like when I say Black, one of the main reasons being in the multicultural space for so long is that African American term is not universally accepted. You have people that say, Black people who say, I didn't come from Africa. I'm not African American. I was born and raised here. You have Black people that say, well, if you say African American, that's white Africans that now live in America too. So you can't please everybody. I get that. But for this man to be so heated that Chris Rock called him the richest African American in the US tells you all you need to know. He doesn't even want to be associated close to near that term because it most often represents Black people. Ciao. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. Trying to see if there's, yep, history is repeating itself. Talk to elders. Yep, if you can. Yep, is about to be judged divinely. We can only pray, right? We can only hope and pray. Child, I put that up before too. And so I was like, I don't know what's going on, especially with the division in our community that I don't understand, and our need to know what's going on in pop culture from a listen. If I see one more post about Married to Medicine, what's the other ones? Love and Marriage, Huntsville. And listen, I'm not saying don't find escapism, right? Don't find a way to deal with this. But people are not, they're consuming all of their time. Some people are consuming all of their time in these spaces that are going to do them no good, except keep them in the dark, in the dark. I definitely feel like there's a group of them saying we just don't know what's coming, what's around the corner, and they're right. But that's exactly what I mean to be up and out. Exactly. Yeah, the video, I think you're talking about Chase's video. It was amazing. Yes, something is going on. Something is happening. What's that song? What it is, I ain't exactly clear. Something's happening here. What it is, I ain't exactly clear. But again, let's not overconsume. Like, I'm not going to sit here and keep hearing you tell me you don't know what it is, or you don't think, or don't be worried. I don't need to keep hearing you say that. And when you know what it is, then I'll tune back in. But right now, you're not going to stress me out. And I'm not going to keep watching you show videos of, my aunts told me, so I had two aunts and an uncle that went south today. And we were talking last night and they said, oh, I guess they've been cited in South Carolina too. I was like, oh, is that so? And one of my favorite things to do when I'm south is to sit outside at night and look at the stars. Just so beautiful. Like, the sky is just a whole different level of beautiful when you leave New York. Okay, I'm trying to see if I see any questions. Oh yeah, I thought, can you talk about how Black women stick together on YouTube, in the media, and families with multiple members in the limelight? Can I talk about how Black women stick together on YouTube, in the media, and in families with multiple members in the limelight? You mean for the other channel? Because you're talking about multiple families in the Kiki. I think you're talking about the Gems channel. Let me take a screenshot of this. The Red Carpet Gems channel. I know, if you're hoping the door doesn't close on us. Yeah, but again, the only thing you can control is in between here, right? And what you can't control, what is that? The Serenity Prayer. We may need to start reciting that, periodically, just to remember, like, if it's out of your control, don't let it do damage to you. Just don't, because it will. It will, and it has. And I've witnessed it, and I've seen it with friends. Like, I remember when September 11th happened. And one of my best friends called me crying, and she was like, "The world is ending. I've never been this place. I've never been that place." And she's just hysterical. And listen, we were all like, "What the heck is going on?" Right? But it just reminded me that I don't think she's ever fully recovered from that. And I believe she's on like anti anxiety pills from that. But look, we're here. We're still here. So that's what I mean. Like, we really have to focus on the things that we can control. We really have to focus on the things. Oh, yeah, no, I've had meals with him in Beverly Hills, and um he's definitely interesting. I don't see it. Let me just go down real quick. I'm gonna put the I think that's the channel, the Red Carpet Gems channel link. If you want to follow that, go ahead and follow that. I'm gonna go to the bottom real quick just to make sure that this past Friendsgiving, the woman discussed getting a license to carry. We live. Yeah, listen. Oh, Shell S, you must not have been here when I showed my pictures of me at the Pew Pew range, making sure I know how to handle the big ones and the little ones. I do not leave anything to chance. Unfortunately, we can't get it's hard to get a license in New York, like the steps you have to jump through. You can get, what is it, the smaller, not the right. There's a certain kind, you can't get the real things easy. So yeah, I 100%. When we did a video on F around and find out, and we talked about, learning self-defense tactics for free. So check out that video. There's resources online, and we gave different ways to find them. I also talked about making sure, if you are not against, you know, that amendment, and I'm not, because if it works for them, damn if I'm gonna be sitting on a high horse talking about, oh no, I can't. I'm against the what is it, Second Amendment, right? Um, yeah, I came in late to the chat, so forgive me if this has been covered already. Has anyone been noticing the rash of mysterious, oh, happening around the country? Mm, extraterrestrial? I haven't, but I have been noticing the missing people that look like us. I didn't know there was a rash of the Jim Crow type of things happening. I knew there were a couple, like there was a truck driver. I heard about another one, but it was over a span of time. Yeah, Chris I have a love-hate. Oh, we'll be talking about Chris because I actually, once again, have a personal relationship with Chris. Oh my gosh. Chris's brother, Dre, is my ex's best friend, one of his best, there's a crew from Brooklyn. And so yeah, and Chris's mother and my mother are from the same um area, so to speak, in the South. So yeah, I have a relationship with him. But yeah, he was kind of funny. Kind of funny. Okay. I don't know if there's any more questions, and I know we've been here almost 2 hours once again, child. I don't understand what is going on. Oh, good, good. You're not against it. Good. I don't think we should be. And I think if you could get trained professionally, because having one and not knowing how to use one is just a recipe for disaster. And so I highly recommend if you can get trained, because you just may be in a community where, listen, I don't like to talk about this too much because I truly don't want it to ever come to this, right? That's not my goal. But this is a stay ready so we don't have to get ready community. So hopefully you understand why I'm doing this. So yeah, so if you can, get trained, go ahead and do that. And yeah, so like I said, let me remind you. So tomorrow we are going to talk about changes that other countries are planning to implement very soon as it relates to anything from visas, residency, stuff like that. So that's tomorrow evening, I believe let's say 7 o'clock. Friday, we will be speaking with the attorney, and I believe, let me see, did she just email me? I need a time, Latrice. Latrice, I need a time, girl. If you are on here, can you just put a time in the comments so I could share? I see you sent me an email, but it doesn't have the time. So I'm just gonna say for now, check the, what do you call it? The community tab. I will definitely post there. And then I always schedule a day before. So if you go to the homepage, you'll be able to see and put on notify me. So we're going to have our resident attorney come in and drop some gems on what we need to be aware of. And then Saturday, we're going to do the follow-up on In Their Own Words. What the truth is coming out. They are saying what used to be hidden out loud and how we need to prepare. And Sunday, I said we're going to talk about travel insurance versus global healthcare. Just breaking down what that looks like, the differences, what you may need based on your circumstance. And I believe that is it from now. So again, if you're still here, haven't hit the like button, hit it. We are at the 10,000 subscriber mark. Thank you guys. We are going to do an official celebration probably next week sometime when I can figure it out. But yeah, thank you once again so much for just validating that the need for this community and the desire to learn more, build with each other, and stay ready, right? Stay ready for whatever the future has and whatever that looks like for you and your life. So I totally want to, once again, thank you. I don't want to be here for 2 hours. So 7 o'clock tomorrow. I'm not sure what time on Friday for the attorney. Oh, 7 p.m. Oh, okay, got it. Okay, perfect. So 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Oh, glad you were still here. I thought you checked out. So 7 p.m. Eastern Time, come in, ask the questions that you may have regarding your situation at your job with this new normal that we're going to be experiencing, and so much more. So I will see you on tomorrow at 7, Friday at 7, Saturday. We may have to do 9 o'clock or 8:50 again. I keep forgetting it's the last Saturday before the holidays. So we may have to do 8:50 a.m. again. I really don't want to. I kind of do to get it because I have stuff I need to do. But anyway, and then Sunday, 7 p.m. So again, all of this will be posted on my channel. If you want to subscribe to the Red Carpet Gems with Kim, which will start launching next week with a little bit of this, the information will start being released next week. And yeah, I think that's it for now, guys. Go ahead. Once again, share this information with somebody. I don't care if it's over the holidays during Christmas. You'd be like, oh, did you check this out about the passport? Oh, did you check this out about self-defense? Oh, did you check this out about certifications? Whatever information you think can help. Oh, the missing money. Ciao. someone had the nerve to listen to me and they found $316 and they're about to go to Paris. Listen, I meant to bring that post up. I will try to remember to do it tomorrow. They commented under one of the videos. I can't remember. But I am just so happy that people are not just listening, because you can listen all day and do nothing. But the fact that people are taking that action. I'm gonna start saying it like Beyonce. Be about that action. Gotta be about that action. I didn't say it right, but anyway, are executing, right? Because without you get all the knowledge in the world, you can listen to videos all day and every day, but if you don't execute, if you don't download those free resources or the paid ones that you need, if you don't book these consultation calls with me or somebody else to help you get to the next level, then you listening to these videos is truly a waste of your time. You know, it may take 1 or 2, 3, 4 maybe to listen to, but you got to start doing that execution. And so, anyway, thank you guys. I'm not going to preach anymore. It is almost 12 o'clock. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to keep y'all here this long on a weeknight, especially on the East Coast. But thank you for joining. You guys are the greatest. And I can't wait. That's right. Be about that action. Be about that action. And I will see you guys tomorrow at 7 p.m. Good night.